record my screen. So recently, I think it was a few days ago, early this week, someone emailed me with regards to my previous videos for long-term visit pass, and I felt that I think that I should share this also, so that it's good knowledge for everyone who is trying to apply. Okay, so the the context is that this person, he is under the employment pass, and his spouse is a Singapore permanent resident. So let me read his questions over here. So he asks if his wife, which is a Singapore PR, can apply long-term visit pass or plus for him while he has his employment pass active. So I believe you can. Similar to, oh, by the way, I have permission to share the questions, just that I have to, censor or blank out his name. So this is just for sharing purposes. And also, please, guys, like, I do not represent ICA in any point. This is just public knowledge that you can find on their website. So I'm just here to share with you guys my experience as well. Okay, so back to this. So if his wife can apply LTVP for him while his EP, his employment pass, is still active. So in most cases, I believe you can, right? Because most of the time, the requirements is that the spouse that is not a Singapore PR has to produce payslip. Okay, so we are here currently in the ICA website, and here is how you, as a Singapore permanent resident, sponsor your foreign spouse the long-term visit pass. Okay, so here there's a documents required, procedure, fees. So it's about $45. How long it would take? So it would take around 6 weeks. And let's go to the checklist on the documents required. So the documents required, one column is the applicant, the other column is sponsor. Okay, the sponsor is the one that is either a Singaporean or a Singapore permanent resident. So like for myself, my wife is under me, so she is under my sponsorship for her long-term visit pass. Okay, so back here, the reason why I said that I believe that you can apply for your foreign spouse while the work pass is still active is because over here it says that payslip of last 6 months. So yes, I believe you can, and I believe that you should also. Letter of employment of current employer dated no more than 3 months. So these are the requirements that you need, when you are submitting the documents. Okay, the next question is, if the long-term visit pass is approved, will his employment pass get cancelled? Yes, this is similar to my wife. It will be cancelled because you are now getting the long-term visit pass. In Singapore, usually you are only going to hold one sort of pass. It's either long-term visit pass, it's either EP, which is employment pass, S pass, or work pass, or student visa, or Singaporean, or PR. Most of the time, I don't know anyone that has multiple passes. It doesn't make sense over here. So yes, it will be cancelled and it will be replaced by your long-term visit pass. So I believe that currently the long-term visit pass is now a digital card. It will be under your SingPass. Okay, so this is my answer to him. It says that once you get the long-term visit pass, you are no longer under the sponsorship of the company who is issuing the employment pass for you to be working or studying or staying here. Okay, so what that means is that when people who are not under this pass, like foreigners who come here to work, they are required to have this e-pass, and this work pass is usually sponsored by the company. The company will act as the sponsor for them to have the right to work here and stay here. Okay, so then the question is like, oh, then how how do I then work here? So after you get the long-term visit pass, you are required to get the LOC, which is the letter of consent. Let me just Google consent, MOM of issue. Yes, so similar to this letter of consent. One second. Oh, it's letter of consent. Yes, as you can see over here, the letter of consent basically grants you the ability to work in Singapore. Okay, but now you are no longer under the sponsorship of the company that you are still working for. You are currently under the sponsorship of your spouse, okay, who is a Singapore permanent resident or Singaporean citizen. Okay, then the next question. If yes, if the LTVP is approved, am I allowed to continue to work for my current employer? Yes, you are allowed to, because of the LOC. But then again, you need to ask permission from, not really ask permission, but you are required to ask your HR to reach out to MOM for the LOC, the letter of consent. And yes, the last question is that he saw in my video that you mentioned that your wife's EP was converted to LTVP. Did she work with LTVP? And the answer is yes. It's a very similar case. That's why I wanted to share, because back then, what I knew was that Singapore sponsor to a foreign spouse. But now I believe that even if you are a Singapore permanent resident, you are able to sponsor your foreign spouse the long-term visit pass. So long-term visit pass, it's like a pass that allows you to work here and stay here for I think 3 years. Then you need to renew it. So this pass is because sometimes when you are under the sponsorship of the company, let's say you are no longer with the company, you are required to get another pass from another company in order for you to stay and work here. But if you are a long-term visit pass holder, you have more flexibility in like not committing to one company per se. Okay, so yes, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick video to share with you guys how a Singapore permanent resident is able to sponsor the foreign spouse the long-term visit pass. So thank you so much, guys, for all the questions and comments, and I wish you all the best. Happy New Year also. I know it's a bit late, but Happy New Year. Thank you, guys.